one of the biggest, if not the biggest superstar here at 3PW.
Pound for pound, certainly. And we talked about budding superstars. Well, this is sort of a blubbering superstar.
Did you say budding or did you mention his butt?
No, his butt actually speaks for itself. And so does this picture. Speaking 1,000 words, and not too far from that in poundage as well. That's certainly one of the more unique, eye-catching, attention-grabbing superstars that we've seen in this company in a long, long time.
You can't deny the fact, though, he's kind of a ladies' man, Gerry.
Well,
I mean,
he does see a lot of breasts, but, you know, a couple of them are on his own body.
He needs a lot of women to cover him up.
You're only going to see this man here at 3PW, folks. And he's actually causing ringsiders to take their shirts off.
Contract.
Chris Crude grabs himself. That must mean he's getting serious.
Oh my God!
What the hell is that?
Is that a sandwich? It's taking diet tips from Jared.
Has that thing been in there all day?
You know how Quiznos has those oven-baked subs? I guess this is...
I think he baked it again.
Earplugs? How about a mouth plug?
Talk about being in denial about a weight problem.
I think the only problem is his pants are falling down.
He almost hit Jim Molyneux.
Does he have enough oil?
I can't believe that. I'm not sure she even wants to be anywhere near the ring at this point. I mean, we're all about the fans here, but...
Who keeps a sandwich in their crotch?
This poor girl.
She looks almost traumatized.
You can see she's trying to avoid contact as much as possible. This could take a while if she has to cover all of them. Oh my, oh no. I think the suspenders were the only thing saving us from total disaster. Oh my.
And now that he's properly oiled down, not just from the sandwich in his pants. Did he have that just stuck in his... No.
He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve, or more appropriately, down his pants. And he's about to face a man who many call the heart and soul of 3PW, certainly maybe the long-time favorite here in Philly. These fans erupting as the bluest man in wrestling history once again makes his way to the ring. And it is blatantly obvious who this crowd would like to see come on top in this one. And I can't believe I'm going to say this, Mike. This may be the first time anybody said this in this veteran's history of his entire career, but the Meanie severely outsized in this match.
I think the whole first row is severely outsized. Whoa!
Hey, hey, hey!
Damn!
Careful, he might call Meanie a turkey. the likes of which we haven't seen since What's Happening. I wonder if this guy could cartwheel. Oh my God. Oh. Something's churning. I think it's everybody's stomachs.
What could you call that, Gerry?
Disgusting.
He looks like soft serve ice cream.
And the Meanie, with his relatively fit body in comparison, getting a much better response.
He just served him. I guess it's on now.
Yeah, but how much of that is 100% lard?
Test of strength.
Meanie, never known as a power guy, but he looks like an Adonis standing next to a Crude. Look at that arm jiggle. Oh, he's backing down.
Let's use the other arm. That's his power arm right there, Gerry.
That's the one that supersizes it?
Puts him over the top.
He's backing off again. Well, if his left arm can't do it, his right arm can't do it. Back to the left, and again he's backing off. And the longer he takes, the more this crowd is going to get on the case of Chris Crude. I think Crude was just pointing out the belly of Jim Molyneux. The Blue Meanie having some fun here tonight, as he is known to do. Oh! He doesn't have a six-pack. He certainly has the keg. Crude has the whole damn bar. Oh, my God. Like the wet t-shirt contests of old. Except we don't want to see it.
Wow. Was that the voice? Oh no, that wasn't the voice of God. That was Frank Talent.
Trick question, dude. Frank Talent is God. And now we've got a standoff. What are we going to see here?
What the? Oh no. Does Meanie know what he's in for?
Do either of them know what they're in for? Do either of them know what the hell they're doing? Nobody moves. Sumo wrestling 3PW style.
And now it is a proper sumo matchup. Can't start without the ref's blessing.
we go again. Oh, man. It's a wash. Crude with more size, Meanie maybe with a little bit more velocity, a little more acceleration. And more smarts as well. There's a knife edge, and I think this match has just gotten kick-started.
Meanie using his speed on Chris Crude. Oh, and now he's tickling him.
Back elbow by Meanie using that quickness. There's the Bulldog out of the corner. Blue Meanie on top. Cannot get the 3 in the early going. Oh, he just can't bring him to his feet. This guy's just unmovable.
Maybe he needs some help, like a forklift.
Stuck! The Meanie is stuck! Oh my goodness.
I've never seen anything like this, Jim.
I've never wanted to see anything like that. Oh, and a hard clothesline. He's like the
oh no! Oh! Sending shockwaves through 3PW Chris Crude.
Meanie right on him with the rear chin lock. Ever see that movie, What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
What was eating Gilbert Grape?
Well, his mother almost did. And for some reason that comes to mind while watching Chris Crude crisscrossing, showing an impressive amount of speed for a man his size. And both men slowing down.
This is...
Maybe not playing to their strengths are Chris Crude and the Blue Meanie. Oh, right to the eyes.
And the Meanie.
Oh, no. Oh, boy. Samoan drop spoke for itself. All that weight crashing down on top of the Meanie. And Meanie able to roll his opponent right off of him.
Roll the rolls right off him.
And Creed back on the attack. Blue Meanie, one of the most popular big men in Philly wrestling history. Chris Crude wants to attain that level of notoriety. Dropping the headbutt.
And Meanie able to get the arm up. I think it was the only thing that wasn't covered by Chris Crude.
And here goes the crowd again. They don't hold back here in Philly. Oh boy. Oh! Again, spoke for itself. 2 giant, humongous legs drop down to the nether regions of the Blue Meanie. Oh man, coast to coast he goes.
And Chris Crude says, "Look at my power."
And again, Chris Crude also said he was 200 pounds and change.
225 3/4 pounds, Chris Crude. Where's he going? Is he going? Oh no, that didn't look like another sandwich. He could be setting up a table though.
Full course meal. Or maybe harsher intentions for the Meanie.
Uh-oh. Shades of Sabu.
It was actually going for that Sabu mannerism for a moment. Oh.
Did he?
Sabu never did that. He just broke the damn chair.
We almost had Air Crude, but he should shop at IKEA next time.
not sure it's gravitationally possible to ever have air Crude, but Meanie ducking the chair. Meanie on the run and a hard clothesline. Crude will not go down. Goes for it again. Crude will not go down, but Meanie is determined. Oh my God!
Well, I did see Chris Crude on the top rope earlier.
Crude drops the elbow, and Crude takes it. That was one of the damnedest things we have ever seen.
Unbelievable. The ring has just collapsed under Chris Crude and the Blue Meanie.
In the battle between the Meanie and Crude, the ring didn't stand a chance.
Meanie looks... Is he okay?
My God. Chris Crude taking advantage, dropping the elbow, dropping all that weight, coming out of here with a big victory. And the Meanie, I think he's okay. He's getting to his feet, but unbelievable. It's just lucky that Meanie seems to be walking out of here under his own power.
Blue Meanie.
In its own way, one of the most unforgettable matches we've ever seen here at Propane Pro. The Meanie's still standing tall. Celebrating for what they just saw, celebrating the past, present, and future of 3PW, and celebrating the Blue Meanie.
Meanie able to get up after that. Unbelievable. I've never seen anything like that before here in 3PW. That was intense. That was insane.
And that's just the beginning. Who knows what else we're going to see from Chris Crude as the weeks and months go on here in Propane Pro.
like this before, but this is only a first. I hope it's a last. No, Jeff.
This is what was taught the special bonus for the fans. Oh my God!
No!
Oh my! Can that even hold him up there? Oh, Gerry! Oh, I think I saw my mom in there. Oh, please, no more! No more!
No! I can honestly say, tonight, Gerry, we have seen a little too much of Chris Crew.
It's on his underwear. I think I used that thing to cover my pool last summer.
No, Gerry,
come on, somebody start a chant. Put it on, come on.
Gerry, I think the...
Oh no! There's two of them!
We have a pose down! A strip off!
And it looks like Crew's gonna win this thing hands down. Nobody is more blubbery. Oh my!
Could this be the formation of a new tag team, Gerry?
I certainly don't think our ring would be able to handle that. Who do you have ahead on points, Mike?
I'm trying not to watch, Gerry. I'm